Hi, sixth graders. Happy Monday. First thing I want to say is just how proud I am of you guys. You've all been doing a really good job of turning your work in, asking for help when you need it, getting things done. So that's awesome. It was also really cool to see a lot of you this week, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on Wednesday for our weather reports. The next thing I do want to address is the fact that we are not returning to campus this school year, but that does not mean sixth grade's over, right? We are going to finish, and we are going to finish strong. We're still going to do everything I planned. We're still going to read our last novel. We're going to do all that. So please know that we are going to work and get our work done and be ready for seventh grade. And those seventh grade teachers are going to be so excited to see you guys because you guys are going to be ready. The other thing I want to talk about is the fact that people are having problems accessing the logs. So probably by Tuesday, you'll see another Google Doc from me that will say like so-and-so's learning period 8 logs, and that'll have both your PE log and your learning log in it. Please just fill it out on Google Docs and it'll already be shared with me and then I can get it that way. So just make sure you type in all your PE assignments, and then as far as the log goes, you're only going to have to fill out 2 things. Number 1, your name. Number 2, 1 PE assignment on the learning log. Just fill it in, something that you did. Now make sure it matches your PE log. So if it says like on 4/6 I ran, make sure on your PE log it says 4/6 you went for a run. Okay, so just making sure that matches is really important. So that's accessed on your Google Drive. You'll see it shared with you probably by Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. Just make sure you complete that by Friday. Friday's assignment says to send it back to me, but you don't need to send it back to me. Just make sure you do it by Friday and I'll be able to see it that way. So we are doing our weather reports this week. We're going to be doing those on Google Meet. You should have seen an invitation from me last week on that. So please make sure you can attend your time with your group. If you are the tourist or the average citizen, make sure you're dressed that way. If you're one of the reporters, make sure you're dressed up. Maybe wear your white button up from school. Just make sure you look appropriate from your part. Make sure all of your stuff is ready. So we'll be doing that on Wednesday through Google Meets sometime in the morning. Just depends on your time. If you can't come to your time, please email me and everyone in your group and let us know before Wednesday so we can reschedule a time for you. The other thing we're doing new this week is we're going to be doing math tutoring. So that is available to everybody on Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. through Google Meet. You should see an invitation for that as well. You don't have to come, but if you want to, or if you miss us or what have you, you can come and we're going to just work on Tuesday's assignment. The only people that absolutely must come are people who have below a C in my math class. And you should have seen an email to both you and your parents saying, please join us, you need to get your math grade up. The other new thing we're doing is IXL, which is a really cool program, and I'm going to show you that right now. So today we're going to be looking at IXL. This is a really cool program for those of you who aren't familiar with it, for a little bit of extra practice with our math. So you should have received an email from IXL telling you your username and password. So once you find that, you're going to go to IXL.com. You're going to come to the top here and enter your username and password. And you're going to sign in, and mine might look a little bit different than yours because I am a teacher, but you want to make sure you're on the Learning tab, and then you have the math icon highlighted. And then it might start off in 6th grade because it should know you're 6th grader, but if not, you can scroll down and select 6th grade. So what we're going to be looking at this week are 1 variable equations, and so that's letter Z, and then we're going to do the one that says solve one-step addition and subtraction. Click on that bad boy. And so what you're doing is you're solving a series of problems and you're trying to get your SMART score up high. Depending on the concept, it's usually about an average of 100 questions that you do. Yours might be less. If it's less, that's okay. You just want to make sure that you finish this section. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go through and solve the problems that it gives you. So looking at here, solve for R, 16 equals R plus 6. So we know that R plus 10. We know that R must equal 6. Okay, I got that one right. Now let's say I'm doing one and I get it wrong. It's going to say, sorry, that's incorrect. It's going to explain to me how to solve the problem and give me some tips to remember. So this is really great for you. IXL does what you need it to do. It can, if you're on a roll, it stays at your pace and gives you questions that are at your level. And if you need more help, it slows down and gives you questions that are going to help you learn the skills you need to learn. So this is a really great program. Like I said, you want to finish this section and get your SMART score up. And once you're done, I'll let you know you finished this section. So you should plan to probably do about 20 questions a day. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. Sometimes you just get in a roll and it's like, wow, I did 44 questions today on IXL. So you just want to make sure you get this done with today or this week, so over the course of 5 days. Also know that I can see what you're doing, how many questions you've answered, how many you've gotten right. So please keep that in mind. This is like vocabulary.com where I can see who's really doing it and who's not. So please use this resource to help better your math score, right? If you have any questions about this, you can let me know. And the last thing we're just going to talk about are the 2 things that need to be turned in on Google Classroom this week. One being your 11.2 quiz. So same way you did the 11.1 quiz. Y'all did a great job with that. So do it just the exact same way. Type it on a Google Doc, submit it on Google Classroom. The other thing you need to turn in on Google Classroom is your SlideShare project for catastrophic event. So same thing, you'll go to turn in and you'll just upload, or not upload, but include your SlideShare project on there for me. Make sure you title your SlideShare project catastrophic event and your last name. That's very important for me. Okay, if you guys have any questions about any of this, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see some of you tomorrow at tutoring, and I'll see the rest of you on Wednesday. Have a great week.